Hello, and welcome back to Doctor Who Season Review. And today we'll be reviewing Series 10. First up, we have the return of Dr. Myestrio. Now, my only criticism of this episode is purely, why is it based on a superhero? Now, you might be wondering, Doctor Who's never done a superhero episode. That's true. This is the first time, and hopefully the only time, that Doctor Who has ever done this. In my personal opinion, I don't see it as I don't think it was a bad idea, just was badly executed in my opinion. The whole general plot of this episode is really dumb. The characters, I guess, are relatable in a way, but the Doctor and Nardole he's got a new companion, yeah, Nardole. The Doctor and Nardole just do nothing in this episode, and the villain and the aliens, they're okay. They just feel like they're fighting aliens from Series 1 again. Really pointless. Overall, it's okay. Next we got the pilot. No, I think this is a decent Doctor Who episode, especially for Capaldi's Doctor, who has gone back to the more. I think Series 10's 12th Doctor is a hodgepodge of. It's 50% Series 8 Doctor, and 50% Series 9 Doctor. Put that together, you get the Series 10 12th Doctor, which honestly I think is a good match. If they had done this from the very beginning, which I don't think Moffat, I think Moffat was planning on doing this anyway, which to him is kind of a good idea. Now, the story itself. Well, the story is pretty good. I like the new companion, Bill. At least she's very different, and I don't really mind her being gay. Really, I mean, it's not that we haven't seen a gay character before. Captain Jack Harkness, Series 1. Christopher Eccleston. But purely to me, this episode's fine. Next we got Smile. I'm not saying it's not bad, it's just tedious and boring, and the plot to me just feels very hammy. And the robots, if you can call them robots, they're laughably bad. But in all honesty, this episode is fine. Next we got Thin Ice. Don't like it. Next we got Knock Knock. Now this is the personal best episode for Capaldi. Sure, it takes a little bit of liberties with the villain, and the villain is stupid and dumb, but the characters are pretty well developed. Bill's friends are actually worth watching, and the Doctor himself, he's hilarious. And overall, the story is pretty good, actually. I like this one. Next, we got Oxygen. Overrated. Personally, I think it's okay, but you can disagree with me if you want. It's your personal opinion. It's my personal opinion. We all have our own opinion of episodes of Doctor Who, and this, for me, is just one of those ones that never really clicked with me, to be honest, in the beginning. I did like it, but yeah. Next, we got Extremius. Shit. Next, we got the Pyramid at the End of the World. Decent. And next we got The Lie of the Land. Garbage. Utter garbage. Pointless direction. Pointless villain from the beginning to end. Terrible, a horrible trilogy. Next we've got The Empress of Mars. Very bland, very boring. The villain, the Empress of Mars, she's okay. The Ice Warriors are fine. I just don't think the Ice Warriors were ready to come back just yet. Just why did they have a two season break between this and Cold War? I don't know, but I prefer Cold War. Next we got the Eaters of Light. Shit beyond leaf. Next we got World Enough in Time. It's okay. I like the Mondasian Cybermen. The return of the John Sim Master. He's not as hammy as he was in Series 3 and 4, but for me, he just doesn't really click with me for any real reason. And then, well, the other master, Missy, she has a character development, and it is good. But I think the next episode will underline that. Overall, this episode is fine. Next, we got the Doctor Falls, a decent story. The ending's a bit silly, but the Mondasian Cybermen are scary for the time, and they do bring fear back into Doctor Who again, But the 12th Doctor, he's okay in this. Bill dies. Shame. Nardole supposedly died, supposedly. I don't know where he actually went, but he went to help those other people, so it's fine. Overall, the story is pretty decent for me. And finally, we have Twice Upon a Time. Personally, I think this is a great regeneration story for the 12th Doctor. It sums up his Doctor perfectly well, and the line, "Doctor, I let you go," that line gets me every time. Purely, I think the story is great. Now, overall, what do I think of Series 10? Well, Series 10 is just like Series 9 and 8. It's a mixed bag of good stories and a bit bad. The only real bad ones in there for me, personally, are Thin Ice, Oxygen. Personally, I don't like that one. Extremius, Pyramid at the End of the World, and Lie of the Land. They're horrible, dreadful. The Empress of Mars and Eaters of Light, they're shit. But all the other episodes, they're pretty decent, I guess. Well, I guess including Pyramid at the End of the World, I guess. Okay, fine. That's decent. But apart from that, the rest of them are shit. Overall, Series 10 was just a mixed bag for me. Join me next time for Series 11.